Now we're rolling. Damage Plan MMA podcast. I am Jason. As always, my co-host, Zack Partridge in the house. What's up, sir?
What up, dog? Happy Easter.
Happy Easter. How was your Easter Sunday? Did you guys have a good day?
Yeah, man. We had a lot of fun. Easter bunny came.
Easter bunny came. What'd you get? Did you get some chocolate? Did you get a chocolate bunny?
No, I get Peeps.
Oh, Peeps. You like the Peeps?
I do. Well,
you have to be like one in a million.
I did when I was a kid. I ate one yesterday, and I was like, "Oh, this is too much sugar now. I'm old."
It's kind of like candy corns. I like candy corns.
Yeah, candy corns are good.
Yeah, but they're hit or miss. Some people love them, some people hate them. I happen to like them.
People hate candy corns.
Yeah, people hate Peeps too.
That's weird.
Yeah, they're out there, bro.
Peeps are delicious. This dude, it was too much. It was too much sugar for me. I couldn't handle it.
Well, I'm glad you guys had a good day.
Yeah.
Congratulations on 10,000 downloads. We finally reached.
Yeah. Well, we have 10,000 downloads and more. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're over that.
Listeners on YouTube and stuff. So appreciate all the support from everybody.
Yeah, thank you guys. Yeah, it's been pretty amazing. We adapted pretty well through all the COVID stuff because what did we do? 3 or 4 episodes before the COVID shut us down?
Yeah. We did more than that. We did like 10.
Did we do that many?
Yeah.
Seems like so long ago.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
But it was good.
So I started an 8-week fight camp thing this morning at the Phoenix PI. I'm feeling it. Feeling a little bit today. Yeah.
What are you feeling?
Sore. It's just a different type of training, a little more high tempo than I'm used to, a little faster pace.
Hillary was actually trying to talk me into, and not a bad idea to go check out one of those like F-45s.
Yeah, that'd be basically probably the same type of thing.
Probably not a bad thing to check out.
It'd probably be a pretty good thing for you to do while you were in camp if you're not doing conditioning stuff in the gym.
Yeah. I mean, I do some, but
yeah, that's a kick-ass workout. Have you done the Orange Theory?
No, my sister does it.
It's kick butt, man. Yeah, it'll kick your butt. Yeah, I've done it. One of my good friends used to be an instructor there, so Sheree and I went down and took a couple classes. It's kicks your butt.
Nice.
But yeah, I'm going to see how this 8-week fight camp thing does. It's 5 days a week. Yeah. Nice. We'll see we'll see if I can get shredded by the end of it.
Good luck. Oh, I'm sure you will.
I'll lean out. If I'm doing that 5 days a week, yeah. Tighten up the diet a little bit. Quit eating Peeps and jelly beans.
Why would you do that to yourself?
Because I can.
It's good. It's good.
All right, enough.
Sorry, I'm looking at the cards coming up this weekend. It was kind of weird. We just had Bellator last weekend.
Yeah, damn good card too.
And I didn't watch a ton of it, but I did watch Patricia Pitbull.
Ooh. Is he the best 145 pound?
So you ready for this?
Yeah, let's hear it. Let's hear your take on it.
I think he beats Volkanovski. Rather, I actually think he kind of not only do I think he could beat him, I think he could do it and not make it look that tough.
Really?
Dude, he's a monster.
What about
But then you talk about Max Holloway, dude. I think that's a great fight.
Which is funny because Volkanovski's the champ. He beat Max twice. Yeah, the styles make matchups. I get that.
Yeah, he beat him once.
What about Ortega?
I think that's a tough fight for Ortega. I don't know. Ortega looks so good in his last fight. I want to see Ortega and Max again so that I can see how much better Ortega's gotten. But Max, what he did to Calvin Kattar was the best Max has ever looked.
Could that have been a style fight too?
Well, yeah, he beat Kattar at his own game.
Maybe
he outboxed him.
Maybe Kattar wasn't ready for that level of a fight yet.
Agreed.
I'm just playing devil's advocate. I know. Yeah. We for sure thought he was.
We both thought he was. Hold on one sec. My internet's being a little spotty.
Okay.
I am going to try and switch.
Do it. switch. Zach just froze on us, so you guys are going to have to stand by and wait. But yeah, anyways, Bellator card this weekend was freaking.
Sorry about that. My internet was being a little spotty.
I was just going to continue to talk about that Bellator card. There was a guy that fought early, the Chris Gonzalez, who fought Roger Huerta.
Yeah.
Super impressive. He's 6-0 now. He's 5-0. And they must have thought pretty highly of him to give a 5-0 guy a fight against Roger Huerta.
Keep talking. Give me 1 sec.
And granted, Roger Huerta's probably past his prime. We can say that. But look, the guy still has almost 40 fights. And this Chris Gonzalez, he's fighting out of Team Alpha Male, which he's probably the tallest Team Alpha Male guy that they have. He's 5'11". Team Alpha Male's all short guys, right? You guys can agree with that, right? But yeah, anyways, this Chris Gonzalez, man, he fought Roger Huerta and he looked phenomenal. He's going to be somebody I think we're going to have to keep our eye on. He could be making some serious waves here pretty soon, I think.
Okay, so since we just saw a pretty high-level Bellator card, and Bellator's got some guys, right?
They got some guys.
They got some guys.
I just was talking about that Chris Gonzalez where you were resetting your internet. But they have him. They have that Mandel Nalo guy at 155 who's a freaking stud.
Yeah.
They have Usman Nurmagomedov, who's a stud. How would you like your name to be? Usman Nurmagomedov.
Scariest name in MMA.
It's got to be. It's got to be the scariest name in MMA. He looks. His stand up. And I know there's some holes in there. I got called out on Steve Sharp saying he was a problem, saying he can't be backing up. But look, he's young.
I think it can be fixed.
I definitely think it'll be fixed.
The problem is most guys, once they get to that level and people are talking about them, it's a huge prospect. They kind of start to think they're, don't stink, and they usually aren't willing to make changes and fix stuff until it hurts them. So let's see. I would love to see the evolution in that, if that's something you can clean up. Because when you get to 12-0 and you still have some of those same bad habits, that I'm taking from that mindset wise that he's going, hasn't cost me yet. Like why fix it if it ain't broke? But Steve's right. At some point, somebody's going to catch him. We saw a Serbian striker guy in the UFC fights. He got away with always just pulling his head back, pulling his head back. And then his last fight, he fought somebody and we were on him. And that's why I remember it. And I was so pissed. He finally fought somebody that was long enough that when he would pull back, they could still clank him on the chin.
Yeah.
And it cost him. And so now it's like, now he has to go to the drawing board. Usman Nurmagomedov, he has some bad habits. It's going to be really interesting to see if he's working on those and cleaning those up, or if he doesn't view them as bad habits and problems because it hasn't cost him yet.
You would think being under Khabib will tighten the reins on that a little bit, but I was impressed. Look, man, Matt Hamill's a tough kid. We've seen him fight here in Salt Lake. And he's a tough guy. And Usman just, his stand-up is pretty damn good. And he has wrestling too, which he doesn't use. It's crazy. What other fight on there was pretty impressive? Right. Jason Jackson beat Neiman Gracie, which I was kind of leaning that way. I think you took Gracie in that fight, didn't you? Are you froze on me?
Yeah. Usually when somebody's got the last name Gracie. Oh, can you not see me? I'm good.
Oh yeah, I thought you were just
is my internet still being weak?
No, I think you're just in deep thought. Your connection is kind of bad because your screen is fuzzy.
Oh, flip.
It's slow. Yeah, it's slow. I think you're frozen now. Zack screwing up our live feed. Come on, Zack. Get off the rinky dink internet connection and let's get it going. Oh. He's froze, everybody. Zack is froze. Yeah, as Zack was saying, we were commenting on Neiman Gracie. There you go. There we go. Now you're clear, a lot clearer.
Yeah.
But yeah, Neiman Gracie. You got the last name Gracie.
Yeah, I figured, he's got the last name Gracie. He's probably really good at jiu-jitsu, and I'm sure he is.
He is.
But
And look, I mean, the guy's 10-2. He's good.
yeah, but
He's still young in the game, though, too.
Yeah, but here's the other thing: when your last name's Gracie and you're from Brazil, everybody knows your game. I know it's easier said than done, but and he looked great against John Fitch when he watched John Fitch. I remember watching that fight too, and he is so slick. Like he is so slick on the ground. But when people know your game, like you can do things to just be like, I am not going to play this jiu-jitsu game with you. And, you know, it's kind of like Damian Maya, which really interesting. You see, he got matched up with Bilal Muhammad.
Bilal Muhammad, yeah.
That's kind of an interesting matchup. But like Damian Maya, right? Like if you can, he doesn't have the greatest like takedowns in the world, but if he can get it to the ground, you're in trouble. As he showed even against like Ben Askren, he choked him unconscious. But it's like if you can't execute your game plan either, like, and it's shut downable. That's all I'm saying. Elite level jiu-jitsu, it can be shut down. It's possible, and that's what I think we saw Jason Jackson do.
He did. But yeah, Patricio Pitbull, man, what's next for him now? I didn't realize these fights are on Showtime now too. That's pretty freaking awesome.
Yeah, that's big for him. But so Patricio Pitbull, dude, I don't know. So he fights AJ McKee, right, in the finale.
Oh yeah, I forgot. How could I forget that? I posted it in the group. Yeah. Huge fight. I've seen AJ McKee live. Oh, did you?
He was on the same card that Ben Mo was on up at the Bellator up in Boise. That's where I sent you the picture of my son Hunter sitting on Patricia's lap.
Oh yeah.
You know, so we were all down cage side after Ben's fight, and the thing with Patricio too is he's just I think he's the best 145er on the planet probably right now. I really do.
I was listening to a clip of one of the fighters said they got a chance to train with him, and they said the guy's knowledge and fight IQ is elite. Through the roof. Like he sees things that you wouldn't know it until you sat and talked to him. But I wish I could remember who was saying it, but that clip they just said he is just phenomenal when it comes to anything that has to do with fighting.
I mean, think about it. He's been fighting for Bellator since Bellator 15 in 2010. And his hit list is he's beaten Wilson Reyes twice. You know, I mean, he's beat some dudes. Lost to Benson Henderson due to leg injury.
Michael Chandler, who's fighting for the title right now in the UFC.
Knocked out, moved up to 155 and knocked out Michael Chandler.
Juan Archuleta,
who's the 135 champ. He's the 135 champ now at Bellator.
Who's no joke.
No joke at all. And he's beat that Emmanuel Sanchez twice. Sanchez he's good, man. I was really thinking that Sanchez was going to take that into deeper rounds, but he didn't. Phillips, what's up, man? Thanks for tuning in, sir. Here's the thing. And I'll get back to like John Jones. John Jones told the UFC to release me. And I don't think John realizes, and it's pretty shocking. I don't know. Maybe he's fighting just to fight, and that's fine too. Yeah. Like, what's your why? But if you're talking legacy and greatest of all time and this and that, you can't go anywhere because I feel like I can make a legitimate argument that Bellator has the best 145er on the planet. They probably have the 170er that gives Usman fits. Yeah. In Douglas Lima. Yeah. And their 205 champ, him and Jan, like that's an amazing fight. Like you could argue that Nemkov. You could argue that they have three champions that could beat the UFC champions right now. Gegard Mousasi at 185. Gegard's a great 185er, but he doesn't beat Izzy. So. Yeah, I don't think he beats Izzy, but I mean, they have some legit talent. But I don't think they have the depth that the UFC has. The UFC definitely has more depth. No, they don't. But to my point is, if you want to be a big name and you want to be relevant, you have to be in the UFC. Yeah. I'm sorry. Patricio Pitbull, he's doing all the right things. He's saying all the right things because he even said, hey, If Michael Chandler beats Oliveira and is the 155-pound champ, guess who's the last person to beat Mike Chandler? Me. So guess what that means? The pound-for-pound best fighter in the world is in Bellator.
I mean, you could
And
say
you know
that,
what?
but
You know what, though? It's not the craziest argument in the world.
no. I mean, he did beat him.
The pound-for-pound best fighter in the world might be Patricia Pitbull.
Didn't they fight at Chandler is he's a 155. He went down to fight and ended up getting knocked out, right?
No.
In Bellator?
Patricio
went oh, that's right. Okay.
He's champ.
That's right.
He's
right.
145 and 155 champ at Bellator. He's a monster. And that's the other thing. And I know that the talent level is different, but look, Michael Chandler's fighting for the UFC belt. But like, do you think Volkanovski could go up and challenge for the UFC 155 title? I know he says that he wants to, but dude, he gets smashed by those guys. That jump is so. I mean, we saw what happened to Max when he fought Dustin.
Yeah, that's a big jump.
It's a big like that. Those are big boys at 155.
He'd have a better shot now than he did a couple months ago, before a certain Russian retired.
Yeah. Yeah.
But so you think Pitbull beats McKee?
Yeah.
Well, then what does he do? Try to go to the UFC?
I don't know.
Or Bellator? Probably.
He's pretty. I think he's pretty. He's the face of Bellator. Michael Chandler was too.
Especially with that new Showtime deal, though, they got to be taking care of him. He's got to be getting paid. Did you see that Cage Warrior fight with the guy that lost his finger?
Yeah, I posted it.
Oh, brutal.
I posted it in the group.
Brutal.
How did that even happen?
I didn't even see the clip.
And then they found it in his glove. They found the finger in his glove.
I read that they were they had the audience looking for his finger outside the cage because they couldn't find it.
Yeah, it was in his glove.
What a freak thing to happen, to just sever your finger, just gone. And he's just sitting there like, no big deal. Like,
he wanted to still fight.
I mean, I don't know that feeling, that adrenaline feeling, but I can only imagine he probably didn't feel a damn thing.
I don't know.
It's crazy. We got some good fights coming up. We got the one championships on Wednesday.
Yep.
You'll be able to watch it at looks like it's live at 8:00 at night.
It's the first one that's like made for U.S. national television. It'll be on TNT. It's in Singapore, but it's getting put on for our time zone. There's a Muay Thai bout, there's a kickboxing bout, 4 MMA bouts.
I like it. We got Eddie Alvarez and Demetrius Johnson.
My vote for pound best fighter in the world is still Demetrius Johnson. So
we're going to see if this Adriano Moraes, I know nothing about that guy. And I know nothing about the guy that Eddie Alvarez is fighting at one. Doesn't Eddie Alvarez normally fight at 170? Isn't he a 155er?
Oh, but look, Demetrius Johnson. Look at this. They call it flyweight at 135. You know why?
Why?
Because one doesn't let him weight cut.
Oh, that's probably why then.
Oh, you didn't know that?
I did know. Now that you said that, I didn't
brilliant.
It's you think we should see more of that, huh?
Yes, they hydrate the hydration test, and all the weight classes are 10 pounds up. So his Eddie Alvarez fighting at their lightweight is at 170 is their lightweight, and Demetrius Johnson, well, technically he's their bantamweight champion, but yeah,
Eddie Alvarez, they're throwing him in there against a young lion.
Yeah.
This Louis, I don't know nothing about this guy, but he looks freaking pretty legit.
Well, he is the bantamweight champion. Demetrius Johnson is going up.
Well, that guy just lost his last fight. Is you sure he's the champ?
No, he won his last fight.
No, the guy Eddie Alvarez is fighting lost his last fight.
Eddie Alvarez. No, I'm talking Demetrius Johnson.
Oh, yeah. So Demetrius is going up?
Yeah, looks like it.
All right. I'll take it. Yeah, so tune into that one.
Eddie Alvarez hasn't been done any favors over in ONE FC. That's the other thing is ONE has legit guys, man.
I've watched a couple of their kickboxing stuff, Muay Thai stuff. Man, they have some legit fighters over there.
Oh, yeah.
It's just they're on such a weird time that we never end up catching them unless you're up super early in the morning or super late at night.
I would argue, I think it's different now because the flyweight division has grown a lot in the last couple of years. But
Yeah.
I would argue when Demetrius Johnson went there, ONE FC had a better flyweight division than the UFC had.
Yeah. Friday we got Ryan Bader and Lyoto Machida. They're doing that 205 tournament for Bellator.
Yeah,
That's going to kick off. Liz Carmouche is on the card.
that's a tough draw for Lyoto.
Very tough draw because they've already fought before once, haven't they? Didn't Bader already beat him not too long ago? I think I'm looking right now.
I think so.
No, it doesn't look like they have.
Oh no, because Bader was dabbling around with heavyweights
Back in 2012, Machida beat him.
in the UFC. Yeah,
Yep.
they were both completely different fighters. Though.
Yeah, totally different fighters now.
So I have a question. What do you think? Like Bader, like, do you think the difference between like USADA and Bellator's drug testing is the difference in Bader's success? Because all of a sudden he goes to Bellator and he's a monster. The only fight that he lost in Bellator was to Nemkov. He was beating up everybody.
He was, and he's pushing his late 30s right now too. So I think it makes a little bit of a difference. I think it does.
That TRT, or
that it makes a difference, man. It makes a difference. And especially at that age, it's going to make a huge difference. I don't think it would make a difference if you were younger, but you start getting over 35 years old, man, that stuff plays a part.
Fountain of youth.
Who else is on that card? Kat Zagano's on the card.
Yeah.
Kat. Good for her.
Yeah. I it's good to see those girls having an opportunity somewhere else.
That's about all I know on that card. You can right off the top of my head.
That Cass Bell is a lot of fun. I've watched him fight before. He's a lot
of fun
to watch.
I haven't seen him fight.
He's a ball of energy, man. They have some good prospects on this card. It should be a good card.
Good. We'll break down the UFC on Friday. That's Marvin Vettori and Kevin Holland jumping in on short notice.
Wait, like, if Kevin Holland wins this fight, though, he's right back on track.
I mean, didn't the blueprint just kind of get laid out the last fight on what to do if Marvin Vettori's?
But do you think Marvin's going to wrestle him? Because I don't.
Well, I think he's pretty stupid if he doesn't try to. Let's just put it that way. Because I think Kevin Holland will. I think Marvin
Vettori thinks that he's a better striker than Kevin Holland. And
he's gonna get knocked out.
You think Vettori's gonna get knocked out?
If he tries to stand and bang with Holland's gonna knock him out. I'm telling you right now.
Dude,
I'm calling it. He's gonna have to wrestle him. He can't play that game with Holland. That's the one thing he's good at, and those long, lanky arms will catch Vettori and hurt him. You heard it here first, folks. Don't make me bust out the genie hat next Monday, Zach.
Wow.
I'm not making an official prediction.
Just so you know.
I'm saying if Vettori.
You ready for this?
What?
Vettori's never knocked anybody out.
He's all decisions, isn't he?
A knee. He has one knee in there. Rear naked choke. He has a knee, but that could have been a body shot like to the body. I don't know. But then guillotine choke, decision, rear naked choke, decision.
What is let's see, best. Let's see what's the odds on this? I'm going to look it up right now.
Vettori is a minus 325 favorite.
Demetrius Johnson is a 10-1 favorite. Holy crap.
That's ridiculous.
Eddie Alvarez is almost 3-1 favorite. I may just go the other way on that one just because. So Holland, you're getting almost 3-1 odds on Holland. What's Holland by KO? Is it 5 rounds? Yep, 5 rounds.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, Kevin Holland was such a bad showing his last fight. But if he somehow starches Vettori, he's right back on track and in the mix.
Holland plus 350 by KO TKO. You get better odds of Vettori by submission. Not better odds, but worse. You get plus 140, 185 for Vettori by submission. Wow. Well, what else do we got? What else we got coming up?
There's fun. Jorgen De Castro's on that card. He's fun. Oh, Mike Perry, Daniel Rodriguez.
That should be a fun fight.
I think that fight's dynamite, dude.
I love Mike Perry talking. He's going to move up to 185 because he doesn't want to diet. You're doing it wrong, bro. You're doing it wrong.
Guaranteed he's doing it wrong.
Get you a freaking nutritionist.
Mackenzie Dern's back. Sneaky good fight. Sam Alvey versus Julian Marquez. I'll bet you that fight is a banger.
I like that.
I love smiling Sam Alvey.
Norma Dumont's on the card. Hi, Norma. The immortal Norma Dumont. This is a fun card. Jack Shore, Hunter Azura's on here.
Sodiq Yosef versus Arnold Allen.
This is a great card. We're going to have fun breaking this one down. Good thing I got 2 TVs set up in my office right in front of me.
Man, it's a good card. It's a really good card this weekend.
We had a Cody last week talking about the Fierce card that's coming up.
Boom. Oh.
Are you getting the itch, Zach, to get back in there?
Dude, I've had that itch for a year and a half.
I know.
No, not a year and a half. 14 months. I've had that itch for 14 months.
Yeah, we got that. We got Steel Fist on May 1st, right?
Oh, yeah. That's such a good card.
Cole and Cole are headline, right?
Yep. Same. We got the Coles. It's the Cole Schaefer main event, Cole Faust co-main.
That should be fun. That should be really fun.
Do it. We're getting there. We're getting there.
Is that it for today? Are we quick and in and out today?
Well,
who do you got in the championship before we get off?
Gonzaga all day.
Really?
They're a machine all day. All day.
Roman, hey, what up, man?
Up,
Roman, we need to get some of your guys on coming up that are fighting soon too.
Whoever, I can't remember who it was now.
What's that?
Who did Gonzaga just beat on that buzzer beater?
UCLA. What a shot.
Yeah. You know, they do that. But, and for him to hit that 3 with the way he did, it's just in college ball game. That's I don't know. I feel for the UCLA guys. That's for sure.
Man, they played their heart out. They played a perfect game.
But that's the thing. They played a perfect game, and it still wasn't enough. UCLA is so good. They are a machine, and they don't get shot. You notice too? They never panic, ever.
They didn't panic at all.
Never. They just keep the course and just keep the course.
Not to interrupt. Newsflash: Jets trading Sam Darnold.
I know, because they're going to take my boy Zach Wilson from BYU with the 2nd overall pick, and they've got to be the stupidest franchise ever. They're the stupidest franchise ever. Sam Darnold was not the problem. Everybody's going to get a little football breakdown 101.
Yeah, Roman, we need to get a couple of those guys on. I know Marco's coming back up to fight. We'll definitely get him on for that Fierce card.
No, you're going to get a little football 101 for me real quick. Sam Darnold can play quarterback. The rest of the team sucks. So trading Sam Darnold so you can draft another young quarterback is so dumb. Like I cannot express enough how stupid these franchises are. And these GMs should all lose their job. For all the GMs that can't figure out. Look, every year a quarterback gets taken 1, 2, or 3. Every year. How often does it pan out?
Yeah. They don't.
Never.
They never pan out. They never do.
They traded up to Mahomes for like 8. He's legit. You know, Russell Wilson, 3rd round pick. Tom Brady, everybody knows, 6th round pick or 7th round pick, whatever. Big Ben, late 1st round pick. Like, the league has more guys drafted outside the top 5 starting at quarterback than the ones who do. Here's an idea. Build a defense, build an actual team, then get a quarterback and just plug them in, and then you're off and running.
You should.
I don't think it's rocket. It drives me crazy that these guys make millions of dollars to screw up franchises.
Well,
screw up young careers. Zach Wilson's going to be out of the league in 3 years now. 3-4 years.
Dude, he needs to pull an Eli. He does
need to pull an Eli.
He needs to pull the freaking Eli.
Just be like, yeah, no, not going.
What did they give up? They gave out 3 draft, a 6th round pick this year, a 2nd round pick, and a 4th rounder in 2022. Wow. Wow.
Sam Darnold can play.
Wait, till MMA becomes like that, talking about trading fighters between teams in the stadium in every state. Oh, oh, wait till MMA gets like that. Okay, I see what he's saying. So trading.
Yeah.
It could. It could. You could have teams.
Everybody's gonna be trading everything for Dagestanis.
Yeah, give me the Russians. Then I want the. If I get the first pick, I'm taking a Russian. I don't care what his last name is. I don't care what his.
Nurmagomedov, that guy.
That guy, give it to me. First
you're
pick.
Like, you don't even know his first name. Yeah, give me any Nurmagomedov. Any of them.
I'll take some of Roman's guys there too, because I've seen a couple of his guys fight. Put those guys on my list too.
Marco Simmons versus
it's a phenomenal fight.
Fabio is a huge fight. That's a massive fight. That's gonna be so good.
And the co-main event, I don't remember all these fights, so you guys have to go back and listen into it. But that co-main and Jerome main event with that Chad Curtis, I got a little information on that guy. He's fighting that Chad Curtis guy, and I've heard he's just like Jerome Hatch.
I don't think there is another Jerome Hatch, but if he's just like Jerome Hatch,
he fights like Jerome. I shouldn't say just like Jerome.
I was going to say, we need to get those two on a podcast together, because that would be Steve Sharp, Will Dunkel all over again.
I'm going to reach out to him.
You know those side by sides that they do with like Joe Rogan interviewing Joe Rogan?
Yeah.
We should do that with Jerome Hatch. Jerome Hatch talking smack to Jerome Hatch. And let them go back and forth and create a little mashup of them going back and forth. But
that Chad guy's supposed to be a banger too.
He's legit. Legit.
I mean,
it's gonna be who lands first.
Super fun card.
I don't know. I don't know much about that guy and where I know where he's been because we looked him up, but I know the path that Jerome's on, and we've talked a little bit about mindset and stuff too. And that somebody that thinks the way that he does, and I really believes it, because you could see it in the way that he prepared, the way he prepared, and the way that he looked, and the way that he performed against Zack Cavender. I really think like that guy's prepared to take anybody's head off. Like I really wouldn't doubt him against anybody on the regional circuit.
Well, I'm not betting against him.
No, you owe his kid more money.
Oh yeah, he's got 5 people on that Fierce card. Hell yeah, we'll get him on. Get him on.
Yeah, I'm disgusted because Zach Wilson is going to be a Jet, and I love Zach Wilson because I'm a BYU guy, and I can't root for the Jets. I don't root for teams from New York. Sorry, everybody, but I don't root for the Yankees, the Mets, the Knicks.
No,
none of them.
No,
none of them, and I'm not gonna root for the Jets or the Giants either.
That's mind-boggling that they would trade Darnold.
They're
good for the Panthers. That's a big pickup for those guys.
I guess
in my opinion,
they had Bridgewater last year, who was okay.
Yeah, he's okay, but
he's not a franchise quarterback like
Darnold.
Dude, Darnold. For those that don't know, like I'm a Broncos fan. See, the Broncos did it the right way though.
Yeah,
they built a whole team, and now they just need to find their quarterback and plug him in. It was going to be Deshaun Watson, I think, but then Deshaun has 21 allegations of sexual assault against him. So
yeah,
his career is probably over.
Hey, thanks, Roman. Appreciate you tuning in, man.
Roman.
But yeah, you put Darnold. Now you still got Bridgewater there, and McCaffrey. Like
they got some receivers. They have some pieces.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sorry. It just drives me crazy. Football is my first love. For everybody that doesn't know, like football is my first love. And
Lions, baby.
Lions for life.
That.
See, they did the Lions did the right thing.
Barry Sanders signed helmet right there.
Oh, that's cool.
It's a mini helmet, but
I'm gonna jack that the next time at your house.
I'm working on my striking, Zach. Working on my striking.
Yeah, but I'll still take you down. No, but I think the Lions did the right thing. They let Matthew Stafford go, and they'll rebuild the whole team. Dude, poor Jared Goff. How bummed out you got to be if you're Jared Goff? You're living in Southern California. You're on a good team.
Now you got to go to Detroit.
Now you got to go to Detroit.
Hey, they've actually changed. They've rebuilt the city a lot, and it's a little bit different now.
Not Southern California. It's still
cold.
It's
definitely not Southern California. No, dude. I'm just looking at this over under for tonight's game. I'm changing the subject because I'm going to get depressed if I talk about the Lions too much.
Gonzaga -4.5. Book it.
You're going to well, I already got a bet because I bet Gonzaga to win, and then I hedged because I got them at plus money. Sure. So I hedged with Baylor. So I'm gonna win on the game. But the over-under is 159.5.
Oh my gosh, that's so high for a college game, but it's probably going to get there.
What? I mean, with those two teams, crazy. You would think that happens. I don't know.
They both play at a crazy pace. But all it takes is one bad half of shooting by either team, and they don't get there.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Crazy. But fights are good. Everything's good. We have fights coming back.
May 1st. We're going to have at least one guest on this week.
Yeah. It's going to be a slower week. Happy early birthday to my beautiful wife. It's her birthday.
Happy birthday, Hillary.
We won't be recording.
She's 22, 23?
With a 9-year-old kid? That's freaky.
Okay.
No.
29 then. She's 29.
She'll hang out at 29 for a minute.
29. You're saying
she looks good. Are you kidding me?
She looks phenomenal, man. She looks great. For 3 kids?
I am. She's in better shape than I am.
Hey, and shout out to her for not making any excuses and going, still training every day.
Oh, dude. People don't know.
Trying to get you to go lift some weights.
Oh, it's horrible. I hate lifting weights.
But yeah, we'll have at least one guest on Thursday, possibly 2, maybe.
Yeah, we'll get some.
And then Friday we'll do a breakdown. Oh, we're gonna have Aleko Poinar is gonna come on Friday and help do our little breakdown show with us on Friday.
Aleko.
Yeah, he's good. We've been chatting it up since his last fight when he came to Utah.
Aleko's a good dude.
And anyways, I probably can't say that, but I won't. All right.
Say nothing.
All right. Well, we will get out of here until Thursday, fellas, ladies, gentlemen. Thank you guys for tuning in, and thank you guys for the 10,000 downloads plus.
For real, that's
love it.
Big. Thank you so much, everybody.
Love it. We out of here.
Peace.